Hello, this video will give an overview of module number 2. You should be able, probably most of you completed module number 1, in which we learned about the basic concept of an iOS application. We learned about building a screen. We learned about building components on the screen, how to set up a project in Xcode, and how to run an application in the simulator. We also learned a little bit about the concept of object and how to send a message to an object in the library to get it to do some work for us. I wanted to point out first that if you go to the toolbox on the left, you will find the first folder in blue is the project files, and if you click on that folder you will see the files for each of the videos. For project number 1, I remember to upload the file at the end of the project, but starting for project number 2 I will upload the zip file for each of the videos separately so that you can check your work as you finish each one of the videos. Again, in project number 2, the main theme of this project is to learn more about frameworks. Frameworks are like folders. It groups together library objects and allow us easy access to those library objects. So we'll learn a little bit about the concept and so on, and we will build a project that will use the foundation framework and use some of the components and some of the libraries. And through the exploration of these different components, we will learn more and more about building an iOS application. As a reminder, the approach of this class is project-based. So basically, I am throwing you in the water and help you to figure out how to swim while in the water. So we're always working on projects, and hopefully by going through 5 different projects that I will walk you through and hold your hand through them, you will be empowered to create your own project in the final project working with other students. There are some reading material in this module that I advise you to review. I will be uploading a walkthrough video. By the time you are watching this, the walkthrough videos will be uploaded. And we have one project that is due on the 17th of September. Before I get into the details of this project, I would like to warn you against delaying this project all the way till a few days before the 17th. This project is involved. There are multiple pieces, and as you will see from the walkthrough videos, that there will be several videos to build the different components of this project. I advise you to continue to allocate 3 to 6 hours per week for this class, and use those hours to do the readings and to work on the pieces of the project. And if you do that, you should be able by the 17th to have a fully functioning project very easily. In the concept of framework, if you click on the course material, you will be taken to a page on the Apple website, and this page gives you an overview of what a framework is, and it shows you here that there are multiple applications that exist on the phone that have different apps. And in a framework, you combine code for your app, you combine the resources, and you combine libraries to cause your app to work. A framework, like for instance the UI kit framework, is a framework that is used by multiple apps. So it is used by the calendar, used by the mail, and you will also be using it. In fact, every app will use many frameworks. The best way to think about this is you have library components, you put them together in a folder based on the functionality and the responsibility of these components. So what are the major frameworks, or how do you integrate your code with framework? These are the 2 articles. Uh, as you go through reading this, and there are some links here. So, for instance, what frameworks included in the Hello World project that we created. And you will see that there are three frameworks: the user interface kit, the foundation, and the core graphics. And these three are added by default every time we create the single view application. There are different frameworks, or each one of the frameworks belong to different layers. The layer at the lowest level, and by lowest level here we refer to the layer that is closest to the hardware, and the upper level is the layer closest to the user actions and the user interaction. So the user interact on the top, and the interaction is captured by some objects or modules that relies on some of the framework and propagate through the different layers to get things to work. There is some description of each one of them, what it does and what are the main purpose of it. And there is some guidance here on how you can add frameworks to your project as needed. As I said, when you create a single view application, there are some frameworks that are added automatically, but if you want to add other frameworks, you can add it. There are frameworks supplied by the operating system, and there are third parties that build the frameworks that you can purchase or you can download and use in your application. So how do you integrate your code with the application? This is a very important read, although you may find it maybe more advanced a little bit if you don't have any prior experience. But some of it are very useful. This diagram is one of them. And this diagram explains to you the life cycle of an event, or what happens when the user generates an action on your app. For instance, here the user is touching the app, clicking on a button, or moving or swiping. This action or this event that the user does is captured first by the operating system. And the operating system knows that this action was done on the app that was open. So the operating system learns how to translate the hardware interaction into a software or a logical or a software object. So it takes the physical domain into a logical domain for our software in an object called an event. It notifies the application that this event took place. The application, as you will see when we connected the button on the Hello World application with the module to display the greeting message, so the operating system notified our module that the user clicked the button. The application object then sends the information to the core objects in the application, which could be composed of objects that we create or library objects that we are using, that will then respond back to the user or to the app. There are some discussion on how the pieces are put together. There are foundation framework provided by the library. And what we do with our code in the controller code, that we build the pieces on top of that to make the house that we are looking for. Here the foundation give you the shape of the house, and it appears as if we are just building the outskirt of the house, but in fact the foundation are the wood pieces, and in our code we put the wood pieces together to create different shapes, not necessarily this particular shape of house. We create many different shapes. There is some more discussion in here that I'll leave you to read, and if you have any questions, you can contact me. So enjoy module 2, and we have a very nice project, the color picker app, and the walkthrough will take you through what we need to do here. Thank you.